All right, this is Apple pre-earnings EPS. They'll be reporting earnings tomorrow on April 24th, 2012, Tuesday after the close, and it's brought to you by Tradeco.com. All right, let's take a look at Apple, everybody's favorite stock. Obviously, it's been as high as 641 this year, and unbelievably the low. A lot of people really wouldn't remember this, but 377.63, although it was only back in late December on this one. So let's take a look. We got some retrace points in here. The 644 down to the two-year low on at 310.50. Let's take a look and see where this one might head tomorrow. Now today it breached that 570.76 50-day moving average and actually went under it and went as low as 556.62 before getting just barely back over it as we came into the close. So a wide range for Apple as it was down as much as 20 earlier today, and you're going to get that kind of volatility on this one. The volatility had earnings here is 81, so the implied volatility, expecting a huge move on Apple one way or the other. That could be as high as, believe it or not, 610 to 620 area, and as low as 540 to the 520 area. Let's take a look and see the uptrend line for 2 years on Apple, because this probably gives the best indication of how this stock has gone. You can see that the uptrend line really can take this one all the way down to the 420 area, and that's why when you get such a parabolic move on a stock like Apple, you have to watch out, because when you get these pullbacks like this, they can be just as violent or even more on the way down. So that's the channel here for Apple. Now let's just take and draw it here, and we can kind of see. We'll get a channel for Apple and connect here, and you'll see that, you know, the 520 area, and this is the retracement of that 377.68 down here, right to that 5. You can't really see it here that well, but that's actually 510.83 right in here. So, or I take that back, 517.83 right in there, that pink line. That's a good spot for the top of this breakout channel on Apple. If you take a look again, if you retrace it from this 516 to 644, which we'll do right now, and we'll do this in orange, you'll see this is the recent low on Apple. Do this at that 516, get it as close as we can here, up to that 644. Pull it over here, you're going to see some key levels where this one went under today. It did go under the 68.1 or 61.8 final retracement as it went as low as 556.62. 100% retracement of this entire range, obviously down in here. So the thing on Apple to watch for tomorrow is this one looks solid long over the 50-day moving average. Under the 50-day moving average, where this one most likely could go tomorrow, this one is one to stay away from, because there's just too much downside here to get down to this 520. And if we take a look at the RSI, and keeping in mind that a 50 level is over 50 would be getting 50 would be even. Anything over 50 you're getting up towards overbought. 70 is overbought. 50 even level. Under 50 oversold. Anything 30 extremely oversold. You can kind of see here how Apple has gone by just doing a cross trend on it. Actually get rid of this line here. Do a cross trend on it, and you'll see here with Apple, as we connect it here, you'll see right away that Apple does have some more downside. But again, this stock has been straight up, so there will probably be buyers coming in on it on levels underneath the 560 area. But that's what we want to look at ahead of earnings tomorrow. It's really difficult to see exactly where this one's going to go, especially the fact that it broke that 50-day moving average today, and it did it on big volume. So we might have saw a washout and then the close back over it, or that could just be a setup to go further down. If you take the range though, and you take the move from that 576.67 high today, take it down to the 556.62, and then subtract that, you're going to come down right into this 515, 516 area, and that really is where on a bad earnings report, or on one that isn't as good as what Apple's expected to say, that stock probably goes to it after hours. And believe it or not, on a good earnings report, this one could skyrocket and go back up towards that 620 area. So that's how Apple looks ahead of earnings tomorrow. We'll go over it after earnings tomorrow and see where it's trading after hours. But that's Apple ahead of earnings here on April 23rd, 2012, brought to you by Tradeco.